Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl that gele chick. So today guys, I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful center knot autogele. So sit back, watch, learn and enjoy. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share. So we are using 3 joining of Asooke to create this autogele. Usually we are supposed to use 4, but this time around the client had 3 pieces, like 3 joining, so I had to make do with what she had because this is what she wanted. So just keep watching. The first measurement I'm going to cut out to manage the Asooke is my 30 inches. I'm going to measure out 30 inches in 3 places and I'll cut down out like on a normal day. I'm going to start cutting my base, but because I'm trying to manage my Asooke, I have to start cutting down for the center knot. So I'm cutting 30 inches in 3 places for one side of the center knot. So guys, this video was created by myself and my student, so she did most of the job. So we are here, we're done with the 30 inches, the 3 pieces of 30 inches. So see that, just to be sure it's 30 inches for you guys, check it out. So that's 30 inches we cut out right there. So the next cutting we're going to be cutting down right now is for the other end of the center knot. And this time around we're not cutting 30, but we are cutting 25 inches. So that's because I want it to be like a little bit by the side if possible, but I could, as much as possible, just cut 25 inches for the 2 sides, but we are cutting 25 inches in 3 places right now. So do not forget, the first measurement I cut out was 30 inches for one side of the center knot. So I'm done with the 25 inches for the other end, for the other side of the center knot. So right now I'm going to cut out my base, and I'm cutting out 23 inches in 2 places for my base. So just keep watching carefully. So I'm cutting the second one. Okay, I just finished cutting the second 23 inches. So we have 23 inches in 2 places. So right now I'm cutting out 21 inches, just one of that. So I'm going to now fold this 21 inches into 2, and then I'll cut it at the middle once I fold it into 2. So now I'm cutting it. I've cut it into 2 from the middle, and now I folded it again like the second time, and I'm folding it into 2 again, so that's making 4. I don't know if you understand what I just did, but I just cut that 21 inches into 4 equal parts. That's just what I did right here, guys. So now for the strap, it was because I'm actually managing this fabric, we just had these little pieces remaining out of all we cut down. So I'm just going to measure 4 inches by this side, and then I'm going to like notch it down with my scissors, and then go to the other end. So they're like opposite, the 4 inches are opposite of each other. Did you see what I'm doing? Just watch carefully and you understand, guys. So I'm just going to cut it like I'm slanting it. I'm not going to cut it equally in the middle because I need one part to be wider than the other part, and because we're actually managing, that's why I'm doing this. But on a normal day I'll just measure my 14 inches and use the whole of it, and that's it. So I just measured my plaster. Sorry about that, I just skipped that so quickly, but my measurement for my plaster was 4 inches long. So you can, they call it Velcro stay, that's another name for that plaster, but in Nigeria when you enter market, if you don't tell them it's plaster if you speak Velcro stay they will go and study for dictionary to find out what you're asking for. So right now I'm just joining my Asooke. I just joined my 23 inches in 2 places right now. So in making my pleats now, I'm going to fold like 1 inch in, just like that, and I'm going to sew it down. So the first thing I start sewing now, it's my 23 inches, guys. So this is my 23 inches. I just joined it into two, and now I just folded each edges when I was done, and I folded 1 inch in at the top. So now I want to start creating my pleats, so I'm just folding those. This is the 21 inches that I cut down that we pieces into 4. So I'm just trying to stretch it and fold it to start creating my pleats. So if you want a detailed tutorial on how to create your pleats perfectly well, I'm going to leave a link below in the description box so you can watch how to create your perfect pleat. It's a detailed tutorial, but today we're just going to concentrate on how to create the center knot more. Like our concentration is more on how to create the center knot and not the splittings, because I do this like on every Autogele video. So just keep watching, guys. So right now I want to attach my plaster, my velcro stay. So right now I just measured like I measured 1.5 inches. Sometimes I measure 2 inches depending on how the length of the Asooke is, because sometimes it's in excess, but this Asooke is just 3 joining and I'm actually really managing it. So I just measured 1 inches at the edge right there, and that was how I fixed my plaster right there at the edge. Like I said earlier, if you want a detailed tutorial on how to create your perfect base like this, I'm going to like drop down the link below in the description box so that you watch a detailed tutorial on how to create your base. So I'm fixing the other one beneath it. Just keep watching. This might not give you a perfect like perfect explanation or clarity or detailed explanation, but make sure you click on the link below to watch how to create your perfect base, guys. So I'm just attaching my plasters right now. Okay, I'm done with that. Right now the next thing I'm going to do is to attach my, you remember we cut down 30 inches in 3 places, and we also cut down 25 inches in 3 places. So right now I'm about to attach my 30 inches that I have already joined together, and I'll hem the edges. So I'm going to measure 5 inches right there by the width, and then just watch carefully how I am going to attach it to my base, because that is the cocoa, that is the main thing. So you see, I measured 5 inches right there, and I folded like 1 inch in. I stretched it on my machine table because I wanted to have that firm. I wanted to just be firm, like so. See what I did? I make sure my base is facing me. See, I'm trying to measure against to confirm to be sure. So that's my 5 inches. So I'll make sure I just lap it just like that. Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see me? Can you see me? If you have any questions, do not forget to drop the questions down in the comment section. That is why I'm here for you guys. I'm here to answer your question and make sewing or making your Autogele easy for you. So please ask me any question you need to know concerning Autogele, guys. I'm here for you guys. So you see how I curved it? So I'm actually using my office pin, so like stick it on my base to make sure it follows that curvy shape, because we actually need it to have that curvy shape. It's important. If we decide to sew it straight down without that curve, our Asooke will just, there's the way it looks, it will not look as beautiful, and it will not look as like, it will not look like it's a tied gele. It will be like so obvious that it's an Autogele. So trust me, you don't want your Autogele looking like an Autogele. You want it looking like it's tied. So, and that is what I'm actually here to teach you how to do. So the next thing I'm doing is the same thing I did on the 30 inches we joined. I'm doing the same thing on the 25 inches I have joined together, and I've hemmed the edges. So I'll measure 5 inches by the edge, that's on the width, and then I'm going to fix it by the other end. I'll curve it down and sew it. So just keep watching, guys. I'm sure you're going to understand. So friends, we are done with machine work. Right now we are about to start working on our mannequin head. So the next thing you're going to do when you're done with machine work, that's with the sewing, you just attach it, like you put it on your mannequin head, because your mannequin head is going to guide you, like it's going to be like your head, because the mannequin head and your head is like almost the same side, like it's almost the same size, might be smaller, but because of the Velcro stay, which is adjustable, you can still get your head size. So you just fix it on your mannequin head, tie it right there at the back before we start the main work. So right now we are practically tying a gele style. We're practically tying this center knot gele style on the mannequin head. Yes, that's just what we're doing. I'm pleating my pleatings. I'm going to, like, remember this is 3 joining of Asooke that we use. So even the pleatings I'm doing right now, it's on 3 joining. Is on 3 joinings of Asooke. So once I just pleat down the first one, I'll leave the remaining 2, and then I will find a pin or something to like hold it down there. See what I'm doing? Or you can get an extra hand to hold it for you. Just the way if you're tying the gele style on someone's head, you need the person to hold it when you're done pleating one side. So but this time around, you just use your pin to tack it on the mannequin head, since it won't injure the mannequin head. So do the same thing on the other side. Pick your pleats just on one of the joining, and you leave the 2 joinings. So just keep watching carefully. I'm sure you understand what I'm doing. So picking my pleats. So when I counted the pleats, I think I have like 3-4 pleats on one joining. That's like 3 to 4 pleats on one joining. So I'm okay with that. I'm now going to tie the knot at the middle, as the name goes, center knot. So some people do the knotting by the side, some people do it by the middle, so depending on how you want it to be. But our measurements, the way I did the measurements, is supposed to be somehow by the side, not completely on the side, but a little bit off the center. So I'm going to tie it right now. Just keep watching how I'm tying it. I'm sorry you couldn't really see what I'm doing right here, but I'm just trying to like tie and remove the first pin I used to like tack it on the mannequin head. So I'm going to tie. So I just tied it once, tied it twice again, and then the excess I just knot it down at the back. So when I'm done with the whole process of making my pleats and my center knot, I'm going to use my needle and thread to tack everything down. So now after I'm done tying down the knots, I will continue with the remaining 2 joinings of Asooke. So remember, it was only 1 joining that we pleated down first before we tied the knot. So now the remaining 2, making 3, is what you continue pleating after doing the knots. So just keep watching carefully, you understand what I'm doing. And if you have any question, do not forget to write it down on the comment section. I'll be sure to like answer every bit of your questions. I think this is like the third center knot tutorial I've created on this channel, so you can check other some of my videos on how to make your center knot Autogele. If this is actually not too easy for you, you can check other tutorials on how to make your center knot gele on the same channel. So you make sure you keep arranging like until you get your perfect pleatings, because the pleatings like beautify the whole gele. So you just keep arranging to make sure everything's perfect, and you just tie down the end, like right there. You tie it down with your thread, and you do the same thing you did here on the other side of the center knot. So guys, I'm just trying to like there's no magic I'm doing here. Actually, the center knot, I'm just trying to like make it more beautiful, trying to like ruffle it. I'm just using my initiative, so you can also use your initiative and just do something nice around that knotted area. If you like, you can knot it the second time, that's if it's enough. But if you don't want it that way, you can just ruffle it or look for a place to attach it and make it look beautiful, just the way I'm doing mine. So I think I'm okay with how I ruffled it, and I just tuck the needle there to like keep it intact, so that when it's time for me to like knot it down, or like to tack it down with my needle and thread, it will be easier. Like I already know what to do. So it's time for tacking now. So you have to take it out of your mannequin head before you start tacking, and the first place I'm going to start tacking is from my knots, and I'm doing it at the back, like at the back of the knot, not at the front. I'm tacking the knot at the back. So guys, I think I'm okay with the way my tacking looks right there at the back. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to be tacking my pleats, the arrangements of the pleats at the front. So once I'm done with here at the back, I'm going to go to the front and start tacking it. You see how I'm moving my hands? Like I'm just going to keep tacking zigzag, but I don't need to come and tack it again at the center knot, because I've already done that at the back. So once I tack the side, I'm going to cut my needle and thread and move to the other side of our center knot and tack it, and that's just it. Just look at how I'm tacking it though, so you know how to put in your needle and thread and bring it out, because we don't want our thread to be so obvious. We don't want the big lines showing. We just want a little, like, we just don't want it to be obvious that this is how we tacked, or this is our thread glaring so loud, guys. So I'm done tacking my Autogele. I'm done putting my pleatings in place. Right now I just put it back on the mannequin head, and I'm trying to see where and how I'm going to cut it. So what I just did, I just placed it on my mannequin head, and I took it round, like behind the mannequin's neck, and where I'm holding is actually where it's ended at the mannequin head. So the extra straps and the extra like layers or pleats, I'm going to cut it down, because that's exactly where I'm going to put my strap. So remember these 14 inches that we cut for 4 inches like opposite each other in a slants method, or in the slant way. So this is the same pieces I've cut. This is the same 14 inches. So I'm just going to attach the white parts round the end of my Autogele right there. Just see what I'm doing, and I'm sure you're going to understand, guys. So if you've watched this video to this particular point and you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, like, comment and share, guys. So if you want to see more videos on how to do Autogele, be sure to click on the notification button so you get notifications on more videos on how to create an Autogele, or even how to tie your gele. And you can also check my channel. I have lots and lots of videos, interesting detailed videos on how to tie gele and how to tie different kinds of Autogele, guys. So I'm just going to, like, after tacking it, I'm going to stitch it down straight like this. I'm going to, like, stitch it down. So guys, we are done. I'm sorry I couldn't show you the end product. We just did everything like in a rush, and we totally forgot to, like, show you the end product, like, after tacking. Thank you guys for watching my video. See you next time on another interesting video. Bye bye.